versus the 1 times 1 equals to 2 theory. This is what Therese is talking about, and it's currently on the news, and people are arguing, is it true or is it not true? Now, one thing I will not argue about Therese is that he's a very intelligent person. I believe he's very intelligent. So when intelligent people speak some things, it's good for you to listen to him. I've heard some of his stuff and I have some disagreement, but on this, I was wondering, where was he coming from by saying 1 times 1 equals to 2 and 1 times 1 equals to 1? In my own conclusion, I call this 1 times 1 equals to 1 as the creation multiplication, and I call this 1 times 1 equals to 2 as the recreation multiplication. So what is recreation multiplication and recreation multiplication? When they teach us in school about multiplication, we think that this 1 times 1 equals to 1 is a recreation. It is not actually a recreation multiplication, it is actually a creation multiplication. It is assuming that none of these numbers exist in reality when you think of the practical use of it. It is saying that create 1 once. It is not saying recreate 1 once. This is recreate 1 once we give you 2. This is create 1 once is equals to 1. For example, let us say, you say draw 1 stick, and you do this, and you say this is your stick. This is 1 times 1 is equals to 1. Now, if you have this stick and you say, recreate this stick once, and then you recreate it once. This is the stick and your recreation is equals to 2. This is 1 times 1 is equals to 2. This is 1 times 1 equals to 1. This is a creation multiplication, and this is a recreation multiplication. So therefore, if you have 2 oranges and you say recreate these 2 oranges twice, so you have recreated it once and you recreate it twice, you have equals to 6. This is equals to 6. 2 times 2 in the recreation multiplication is equals to 6. Why 2 times 2 in creation multiplication? If you do not have any oranges and you say create oranges twice, create a pair of orange twice, you are going to have 2 times 2 is equals to 4. So this is creation multiplication and this is recreation multiplication. These are my terms, trademarks. So what happens in this, I don't really know the full extent to what Terence was using it for, but this can have implication. This implication for creation multiplication is absolutely correct for manufacturing. In manufacturing, we use probably creation multiplication where there is no model, where there is maybe a graphic design and you're creating. If you have a graphic design where you are doing a share of 3 sets, and then you put the graphic design and you say, you use just the mode and you say create this in 3s. At the end of the day, you are going to have a multiples of 3s times the number of creation. For example, if you say you are creating the set of 3s 12 times, you are going to have a total of 12 times 3, which will give you 36. That will be your final result. But in recreation multiplication, let us say, for example, I bring 3 chairs and I take it to the manufacturing company. I say, I want you to recreate these 3 chairs for me 3 times. Now, at the end of the day, you have 3 times 3 is equals to 12 because you started with 3. You are recreating it and you are recreating exactly what you had. So you are going to have 12, not 9. And how does this have a significance? It can have a significance in all these astro studies and, cosmology, when you say that the cosmic is multiplying 2 times and then you do a multiplication of the cosmic system or whatever they are using there and you multiply it twice, it will be wrong because there was already an existence before it multiplied. So what you are going to be having is the original existence times the multiplication. So when you do not put those existence into factor and you do the multiplication, you are going to have error. This may be the reason why the Hiroshima radius calculation was wrong, because they did not think about the initial atomic particles that were being recreated. They only thought about the recreated expansion, not looking at it that not adding as well the recreation expansion with every cycle of explosion. So I think that is what it